why is it making that noise?
Well, Autumn, I'll tell you why it's making that noise. See, both the lacrosse net and the wheelbarrow, and if you noticed, the horseshoe, they are all rusted. Rusting is a form of chemical weathering. When an object is chemically weathered, the composition of it changes, and it can never go back to its original form. So, because it is rusted, it will never again be the way it was. So, if somebody came up to this and tried to possibly make it back to normal, make it back to its original state, you can't do that.
So if I poured water on that, it'll rust?
If you pour water on it and leave it outside in a moist area, that will cause it to rust, causing it to chemically weather. Well, kids, let's review. Chemical weathering is the change of composition, and it's never going to go back to its original state. What is erosion?
Erosion is when, like, either wind or water or people, they, like, the water will push the sediments, like, out from high to low, because everything goes from high to low. So, as you can see, there are little pieces of, like, rock and...
Are those sediments?
Yeah, it is sediments. And it's being pushed down the street because it's going from high to low. And as you can see from my shoe, I probably stepped in some stuff and it's moving it as I'm walking.
So it's erosion, transportation.
Yes.
Oh, I get it. How does it... I don't get that.
What?
How is it still moving?
It's still moving because obviously the street's on a hill, so it's going from high to low. My bad. It's going down the street. It's on a
So
slant.
everything moves from high to low.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thanks, Aunt.
Go.
What is deposition?
Deposition is something being transported by biological activity. Like, for example, a human stepping in water and in the creases of his shoes walk on something, and the water is being transported by me or Lizzie, and it moves it and makes it go on the pavement.
Many people believe that there is no difference between deposition and erosion, when in fact there is. Erosion is the transportation of sediments that from like water and how it transports, but then it stays in that one spot. It doesn't ever leave. But deposition is like,
Could be moved from animals.
yeah, and if you
humans.
take this, it's like taking this and going, and then people would, it's like, if that was erosion, it would be sediments that just stay there, and
But
they'll
moved
eventually dig themselves in the ground and will eventually be apart. But this, it goes like, and it'll keep moving and moving because that is deposition. So, there is in fact a difference, and that is deposition.
Thanks, Liz.
No problem. What are you doing?
I'm making physical weathering.
Me too.
How are you making physical weathering?
Well, you see, I am creating two different things. I am ripping apart this leaf.
But they're still the same material, right?
Yes,
That's
it's
what I'm
not changing
doing.
the composition.
This is still rock, but I'm just making it into smaller pieces by hitting it to the ground. But this is the same. This is the same as this because it's the same material, just being physically weathered. That didn't break.
Fail. So, physical weathering, it's just cracking or breaking, and this could be caused by wind, rain, any type of water, any type of precipitation. It could even be human biological activity. So can I say this? If I walk on that, I just broke it. If I walk on that, I just broke it. I'm breaking this. It's slowly breaking apart. But, see, it's totally different because of the composition not being changed. So
that's why chemical weathering is different than physical weathering.
Yes, and so there are two types of weathering. Chemical, physical.
Yep.
Good?
Yep. Causing physical... Did you just start it?
I'm going now.
All right, wait. I'm breaking a rock and I leave.
It's the same